The City of Flagstaff is set to vote this week on the regional plan that will be presented to the city voters.
Meanwhile, the Coconino County Board of Supervisors will vote on their version of the plan, but residents outside the city are not allowed to have a vote on the plan, even though it will directly affect them.
NAZ Today's Alexa Vagnazzi is looking into this voter inequity and taking a closer look at the regional plan. Alexa, what issues does the regional plan address?
Well, Jan, the regional plan affects three important areas: the natural environment, which involves conservation, open space, and water resources; the built environment, which involves transportation and commercial development; and the human environment, which is responsible for housing, recreation, and urban development. I had the opportunity to sit down with Flagstaff City Council member Jeff Orovitz and talk about the regional plan and the complications that come with it. Hi there, I'm here with Flagstaff City Council member Jeff Orovitz. We're here to discuss the Flagstaff Regional Plan, basically the highlights of this plan and the complications that come with it. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you.
So if you could please tell me the highlights of the plan that make this process necessary.
Well, the Arizona State Legislature in the early 2000s passed the Growing Smarter initiative, which requires cities of our size to pass a regional plan. And the City Council has been working on this for several months. And actually, for the past 5 years, an advisory committee has been working on the plan. And now it's up to the City Council for a vote, and the County Board votes on another version of the plan.
So I know that county voters actually can't vote on this, and it does affect some parts of the county. And I also know that Representative Barton is planning to introduce a state legislation that will allow county voters to vote. Can you elaborate on this?
Well, I've been working with Representative Barton for several months for what we call a voter inequity issue. The reality is the city voters within the city limits get to vote on the plan that the City Council passes, if indeed we do pass the plan, which I anticipate we will at some point. The County Board, tomorrow, December 3rd at 3, will be voting on their version of the plan for the unincorporated areas around Flagstaff, Udoni Park, Kachina, etc. Once they vote on it, the plan's approved and it doesn't go out to the voters for final voter approval. So what we feel is there's a voter inequity issue between the two different areas. The city limits get to vote for the plan, county does not. So we'd like to see those same rights for voting afforded to the county residents as well.
And I know there are critics of the plan, and how would this shortcut public input?
Well, the City Council's been meeting for about 11 weeks, every week going over the plan. We are debating this Friday, December 6th at 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the Aquaplex, almost 150 suggested changes to the plan. So we've been really diligently going through it, and the county will see what they vote on. We'll see how that goes on the county level. But public input's very important, and we've got to make sure that the voters have a voice and that people can decide what their plan is going to look like.
Well, that is all I have for you today. Thank you so much again. If you'd like to find more about the plan, please visit naztoday.com.